Hello. How's it going? It's actually 5 in the morning for today's video. Usually I make these at 2 o'clock when I can't sleep, but I actually have a couple of job interviews this morning, so hooray for me. Wish me luck on those. I'm trying to get a more permanent gig at the local rec center and a little side gig at the YMCA, so hence the shaving and the it being 2 hours later. However, you're not here for that. You're here for the title of this video, which I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. But we're going to be talking today about a question. You guys got good questions, I got to tell you. Thank you for all the messages on Discord and all the people that have reached out asking for free fitness advice. If you don't know, and I love saying it, I'm a National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer. So if you need advice on lifting or what fucking mobs to kill for the new Hardcore WoW release, I'm your guy. And I've been getting a lot of good questions on Discord, and I try to answer them all. But my boy, I hope he doesn't mind me name dropping here, but Missy Farr asked me a good one. One that I didn't want to type, I wanted to talk about. And I honestly have no idea how long this is going to be. He asked, how do you keep on going? As in, most people give up working out after a week or two. Haha. Oh, I think that's such an important question. If you can answer that question, you've solved everything when it comes to wanting to get into lifting, right? The reality is, I don't have a simple answer. I have a couple of tips. I actually have 5 written down. So we're going to go over the 5, and then I'm going to tell you about what keeps me going, if you will. And it might get a little emotional. I don't know how deep I'm going to go, because I do want to make a video and call it something like my story with lifting. But we'll dabble today. So anyway, Missy Farr, thank you so much for the question. And if you have any questions, seriously, don't hesitate. Hit up my Discord in the description. So how do you keep on going? Well, keeping on going assumes you've already started. There are 5 stages of change that you're taught in the NASM OPT model. Pre-contemplation. Not even thinking about it. Contemplation. I'm thinking about working out. Preparation. Okay, let's go buy some shoes. Let's look at these gyms. Action. I'm doing it. And then maintenance. I've been doing it for 6 months or more. So you're already on preparation or action. You're somewhere between preparation and action if you're keeping on going. So pat yourself on the back. You're on step 3 of 5. Not bad. That's pretty goddamn good. I was a C student in high school, and you're at about a C, so good fucking shit. Now, how do you keep going? Well, this is where motivation, if you're lucky, and discipline, if you're smart, come into play, in my opinion. Discipline is more important, I would argue. Discipline says, I'm gonna do it, whether I feel like it, whether it's raining or snowing. I live in Colorado, so 4 months out of the year, I'm fucking driving on ice to get to the gym. Discipline's better. It is. It's harder, but in the long run, it's way better. And you can practice discipline, as stupid as that sounds. Make your bed in the morning. You know what I mean? Type shit. I don't want to delve too much into that because I did talk about it in another video. And I think everybody kind of knows what I'm speaking about when I say be disciplined. But just be disciplined, bro. It's a lot simpler than it sounds. You got to practice the same way you'd have to practice the guitar or your rotation in WoW. Or your aim in Counter-Strike. You gotta practice. And then motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Motivation can be positive or negative. Motivation can come from things like heartbreak or wanting to prove somebody wrong. I think those are probably 2 of the strongest, carrot and the stick, if you will. I'd recommend the carrot more than the stick. But I'm going to be honest with you, I think the stick gets more shit done, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're motivated, man, hold on to that shit. Hold on to it. You are so blessed to have motivation. But if you don't have motivation, be disciplined, because discipline will always be there. Motivation, motivation comes and goes depending on your circumstances. But I would recommend literally type in X motivation. My personal favorites, as cringy as they are: Rich Piana, rest in peace, motivation. Greg Plitt, rest in peace, motivation. Whatever it is. Anime motivation, if you like anime. I don't really fuck with anime, but if you like anime, anime motivation. Anime workout hype, get creative, get weird with it. There's a joke in the lifting community called the forbidden pre-workout, which is essentially look at pictures of your ex. Now that's painful, but goddamn it if it won't help you break some PRs. I swear to God, that shit'll make you like the Hulk in there. But just be careful, because that can hurt, and I don't want you to hurt. I'd rather you be disciplined than have to use forbidden pre-workout, but I'd rather you lift than not lift. So whatever you got to do to be motivated or disciplined, do it. Keep it simple. Second, I'm not going to touch on this for too long because I made a whole video on it yesterday. Make it fun. I don't think lifting should be dreadful. I don't think it should be grim. It should be something that you look forward to. Maybe not every day. You're definitely not going to feel like it every day. Nobody feels like it every day. But it shouldn't be so awful. And there are ways to make it fun. Go watch the video I posted yesterday. Caffeine, loud music, it's where the babes are, breaking PRs feels good, you're gonna get endorphins, yada yada yada. At the end of the day, it's fun to pick up heavy shit, but it's fun to get stronger, I think, as a man. Not to be sexist, but like, for chicks it might be a little different, but I honestly think as a dude, lifting weights is like a primal joy. I don't know how else to put it. It's a way to challenge yourself physically and mentally. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's a lot of things in life that do both. And it's one of those things. So enjoy the process of getting stronger. It's fucking fun, bro. And if it's not fun, find ways to make it fun. Number 3 that I have written, because I wrote this shit down because I love this question so much. Your reasons. Whatever your reasons are very important. If you just say, I want to get fit to impress chicks, I mean, hey, I'm not going to lie. That's why a lot of us got into it. But I don't know how strong that is. If your reason is because I want to be better at a sport, that's pretty good. If your reason is, I mean, there's a billion of them, and it varies from person to person. Okay, I'm not going to get too into this, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and this might be a little embarrassing, and I've actually never really talked about this to anybody except my closest friends when I was drunk, all right? I took weightlifting sophomore, junior, and senior year in high school, both semesters for each. My first semester of sophomore year all the way till I graduated, I took a class we had called weightlifting, and I loved it. I didn't play any sports in high school. I played football in middle school, but I didn't play sports in high school. I played fucking video games and smoked a lot of weed. So I knew I needed to exercise, so I took weightlifting. And my coach was awesome. Coach Karski. I hope he's still teaching. Didn't really make any gains. I'm gonna be honest. It kept me in shape. I didn't get fat, but I didn't like build muscle. But I learned during those 3 years, right? 3 years is a lot of time to work out and not make gains. But the reality is I didn't diet, and I stayed up all night playing WoW and Mortal Kombat, so it doesn't work. Now what happened was I went to the University of Colorado when I was 18, and I partied a lot, and I met a girl, and I don't want to use the L word, but I really liked this girl, and I met her towards the end of the first semester, and we dated for basically the entire second semester, and then she decided she wanted to go to a different school, so we broke up. And let's just say I lifted a lot during that summer. that summer between freshman year of college and sophomore year of college, you know what's crazy? I just realized is I got a gym membership at the rec center where I'm going for an interview in 2 hours. And man, I lifted every day, and I said, this is it. And I got my diet in check, and I went from, I was taking a lot of Adderall in my freshman year of college, I'm not going to lie to you. So I wasn't eating and shit, and I went from 130 pounds to 150 in 3 months. Now, you can't really do that unless you're underweight, like severely underweight. It's hard to put on 20 pounds in like 3 or 4 months, but I did, because I literally went from not eating and exercising at all to using what I learned during those 3 years and eating and sleeping correctly. And it's sort of poetic. I just realized that today I'm going to meet with the fitness manager there for a job at that very same rec center, which is pretty rad. Anyway, that was my reason, and that's when I started. And there was no day where I didn't want to go, because it was, god damn it, this is so cheesy. And in a weird way, I'm happy almost nobody watches these videos, because this is kind of embarrassing to say, but I'm always going to be honest with you. And honestly, it was like I was moving that pain from my heart to my body. Like, I would rather physically hurt than emotionally hurt. Does that make any sense? It's a weird thing to say, but like, my heart hurt, but by lifting weights and force feeding myself, I was physically in pain, which was a lot easier than thinking of her. And then I met her again. She actually ended up coming back to the school the second semester of my sophomore year, and we had a little thing. And it was beautiful, to be honest with you. But then we went our separate ways, and, life goes on. Some people are only meant to be in your life for a certain amount of time. And that's okay. But I'd be lying if I said I still... The days I don't feel like working out, I use that as my forbidden pre-workout. Man, that was a little ramble, but it is what it is. So, your reason. Holy shit, we've been talking for 12 and a half minutes already. Let's keep it going. Number 4. Time passes anyway. As long as you're not planning on jumping off a bridge, time's gonna pass. So you may as well make the changes you want, because in 6 months, it'll be 6 months from now. Time doesn't stop for anybody. And sorry, that's just how life goes. So that's something I think of when I'm not really feeling it is, well, in 6 months, it'll be 6 months from now. So I may as well do the positive shit that'll make me happy in 6 months. It's a lot easier said than done, I know, but just something to keep in mind. Time passes anyway. So do what'll be right for you in the future, because the future's coming, man. And then this one is dedicated to Jim Rohn, who I would call one of my heroes. The word is resolve. And resolve means promising yourself that you're going to do something and sticking to it no matter what. And that's something that I think we don't need to do in our everyday life too often. A lot of our life is, at least for a normal person like me, and I assume whoever's watching this, is go to your 9 to 5. Doesn't matter how you're feeling. Go to your 9 to 5, get your money, pay your bills, shut the fuck up. Go drink on the weekends, and try to have casual sex, play video games, fucking yada yada yada. You really don't need to resolve anything, because you're kind of forced to do the minimum anyway. So you don't really need to reach. I hope that makes sense. But resolve to yourself, whatever you do, however you do that. For me, it was that heartbreak. That feeling of, I've had it. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of not being happy in this or as this. And this doesn't just apply to bodybuilding. This applies to everything. I dropped out of CU after my sophomore year for partially because of her. I'm not going to lie to you. And then I went and I worked in a bakery for 2 years. And then one day I was just like, I've had it. I don't want to cut brownies anymore. not that, you know, I respect everybody from the guy putting away the carts at Walmart all the way to Elon Musk and everybody in between. If you're waking up and doing a job, you have my respect. But for me, I didn't want to fucking cut brownies anymore. I was tired of it. It made me disgusted. So I said, all right, going back to school. And I went back and I got my shit. And now I got my degree. And then I got my certification. And now I'm living a life that I'm much happier with. And you gotta at some point say I've had it. I think that's the first step to resolve. So, and then there are other things. I mean, your family. My dad was a Navy SEAL who died when I was 3 years old. So I never really met him, but the stories I hear from his buddies and my mom and whatnot was that he worked out like a maniac. And I'll never get to ask him, but I honestly think that I have like a gene that makes me like lifting weights. So I don't know if everybody has that, but speaking for myself, and again, this might be kind of weird, but I like lifting weights because it sort of makes me feel closer to him. Like, my dad would literally just fish and lift weights and do military shit. That's all he wanted to do in life. And I don't like fishing, but my older brother loves fishing. He fishes every day, all day, the well that he can. And I love lifting weights. He doesn't like lifting weights. So we kind of got the, like, you know, it just makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. So lifting weights makes me feel closer to my father, who died over 20 years ago. And that just kind of circles back to the reason, right? So find your reasons, stay motivated, remember that time passes anyway, do your best to make it fun, and when all of that fails, discipline will be there for you. And remember to practice it. That's about all I have to say on this topic. So thank you very much, Missy Farr, for this fucking beautiful question. This video went way longer than I thought. But I think it was an important one to make. So I'm going to post this. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go make a big-ass breakfast. I'm going to go lift, and then I'm going to go crush my job interview. So I might not post for a little bit, depending on how that goes. I'll keep you updated if you guys give a fuck. Hit me up on Discord. I'll have a link to my Discord in the description if you want free workout advice or you want to hit me up for questions. You guys got some damn good questions lately, I got to tell you. And I will do my best to point you in the right direction for free. Help you with with a workout routine or a little nutrition advice. Like I said, I am an NASM certified personal trainer, so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. And don't hesitate. If you're in that contemplation stage, get the fuck in the Discord and send me a message, and I will do my best to talk to you. I'm not trying to sell you supplements. I'm not trying to grow my Instagram. I'm not trying to sell you merchandise. I just love this shit. Okay. And that's that on that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Barack Gage. Take it easy. Make it fun. Stay disciplined. If you're lucky, stay motivated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.